always find it interesting when movies come out that just truly divide audiences. And it happens quite often with those love it or hate it releases, so I thought I would pick four to get some of my personal opinions on. With that being said, I'm not saying everyone should agree with me, I just thought I'd share some of my thoughts for fun. And let's start with a fucking bang. Halloween Ends wrapped up the most recent Halloween trilogy. I know some people were really impressed with this movie, and I can respect subverting expectations, but I just was not into what they did with this. Even if I were to embrace the Corey storyline, a storyline that didn't land much on me anyway. You need to know Halloween Kills fucked up a lot, but you have to admit that it's set up for an epic conclusion, and this was anything but. This should have been like a middle entry at most, not the finale. It's kind of felt like the core characters took a back seat when they have been at the forefront this whole time, and when you get back to them, it was just simply anticlimactic. I was entertained for maybe 10 minutes at most. I was just an easily entertained little kid when I saw Alien vs. Predator in theaters, but I enjoyed it at the time, and I still kind of enjoy it now. Don't get me wrong, it completely waters down two badass and terrifying creatures. It does not do what it should with such an epic crossover, and I'm surprised no one has gotten it quite right yet. This is still decently entertaining despite everything. I don't like the PG-13 rating with it, especially with how cheesy it can feel, but there is some fun action in this. This is the highest rated movie on this list, so it may seem odd to group it here, but I have seen a lot of people take issue with the ending. And I can understand that some. It's a twist that's been done to death, probably even by 2003 when it was released. This is still a really intense and twisted cat and mouse home invasion horror film with consistent pacing and bloody action. I'm not mad at the twist ending here. I think it was handled fine for what it was, and I enjoyed the performances. And lastly, let's do a fairly recent one. The Monkey had a lot of hype around it, with it being based off a Stephen King short, and I love the idea of this movie. I was open to a dark comedy, but I did not expect the level of complete absurdity that accompanied this gory and hokey mess. And I like absurdity when it's done right, and while I laughed several times at this movie, it was just kind of too jarring, I think, with the differing tones, plus the story between all the Final Destination like Carnage was just too boring even as filler. Plus, when you see the final shots of this one, I knew I was just kind of done with it and would likely not be back. But I don't hate it like many people do. The kills are pretty entertaining as well. It's a fun one time watch.